Hey everyone, welcome back to Carrots and Olives and welcome to day 4 of 30 days, 30 inks. I am excited to get started. I have all my supplies pretty much on the side, and before we get started, let me show you the swatch card for day 3. So it looks like this. And this one was the Colorverse Alpha UMA. Let's get into the notebook. So this is how it looks for day 3. I don't know how I feel about this ink. I think it looks pretty cool on the Iroful paper, but when it comes to this paper, I don't like how it goes from dark to light, because it goes from legible to getting to a point where it's just unlegible to me. So we'll see how often I will use this ink. But let's move on to day 4. Let's draw in my block lettering. I was thinking about filling this in with the actual ink, but decided not to, I guess. Kind of like how it's working right now. And when I do that, I am actually using my Uni mini pen, and this is in the 0.38, and it's in the color coffee. Here is my inks, and I'm going to go with this one, Monteverde Moonstone. I haven't tried this one. I hope this is a pretty color. I think it might be purple, but it's hard to tell what that color is. I have my Iroful paper, so let's get that stuck down with my Tombow adhesive. I'm learning to not use too much of the adhesive, because these adhesive refills are quite pricey, and you honestly don't need that much because it's really good adhesive anyway, so a little goes a long way. Let's see, trying to get myself in a good rhythm here. Let's get my papers out because I tend to forget to ink this up. So I'm going back to the houses because it's just what I prefer. Now there's only about, I think 25 cards. So I may end up using all of the houses before the other style or design. So I will set that. Actually, let's do this first. So rather than using a Q-tip, I'm going to use my Kakimori dip pen. So we can set that there. And I want to, pen. What pen am I going to use? Sorry, I'm kind of all over the place. I'm going to use this one. This is my Mr. Cypress Rodden Honey Bee or Spring Bee pen. And it's such a beautiful pen. It has a Bach nib, and I think this is in a fine. Yes, it should be in a fine. So let me ink the pen first because I do need ink for the pen. Wow, can I open this? It's sometimes difficult to even ink up the cartridge or the converter because of maybe I just need to tilt it. There we go. All right. Let's get that started. All right. I'm just gonna kind of put that upside down a little bit so I can get started. And actually, I'm actually gonna use this, kind of stick it in there. It's kind of hard to show on camera. I need to do my stamp so we can get that swatched. I really want to get a Shashihata black ink, but they're like sold out. And I'd rather get a small, one of the smaller, newer designs of their ink because they're so cute. Oh, that was a better impression. Okay, let's check this out. Ooh, is that brown? Interesting. Let's see if I can color this card in with my Kakimori nib. It's a little bit more difficult. So just experimenting here. Okay, so I managed to get some on there. It's still a lot on the page. So I'm going to kind of slurp it up with my syringe. And do the little squirts. Okay. I thought I can semi-control it, but I can't. So next time I need to be a little bit more careful. Okay, so I'm ready to write. Hopefully my pen is also ready to write. This color is very interesting, and there's some differences between the Tomoe River Sanson and this Iroful paper. So let's get started. It's not completely dry at the bottom, but let's get started anyway. It's September 4th. And the pen is Mr. Cypress Spring Bee. And this is a fine. The ink is Monteverde Moonstone. So it's brown, but in other papers, it's coming off green, like some green. And then if I look at this paper, you can see, look at that. It's like green gray. I don't really see brown, or like if you dilute brown, it kind of looks like a super diluted brown, but it looks more green to me. So we have my Mr. Cypress Spring Bee. And Monteverde. Yeah, it's a pretty brown. But unfortunately, this paper isn't showing this additional color to me, like the Iroful is. All right, so this is the end of this book. I have been doing another book on the side, and I thought I would share it with you and do it. We could do it together. And that is to look at how it performs on Tomoe River. This is the old Tomoe River paper. And so I've been adding it here. To my Hobonichi A6. So I haven't been adding the actual pen, as that information is in my ink book, but adding the color. So Monteverde. Moonstone. And then also adding it in the monthlies. Okay, so that's the little bit of additional that I've been doing, and it just looks like a light brown to me, and it's pretty. On the paper, I was expecting a little bit more from Tomoe River. Yeah, it just looks okay. It's the Iroful paper that has some interesting color to it. Anyway, that's all I have for you today. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, let me know. in the comment section, and I will catch you in tomorrow's video. Bye.